channel again. You join me on a lovely late November autumn afternoon in a wood in Herefordshire, and I've come out today predominantly to take landscape photos, but I also want to talk about a lens that nobody really talks about for Micro Four Thirds, mainly because it's quite a big, heavy, expensive lens. So today I want to have a little chat about the Panasonic Leica 200mm f2.8. So this is the Leica 200mm f2.8. Sorry. Yeah, and as you can see, it's a fairly chunky lens. Now, chunky Micro Four Thirds terms, compared to some of the stuff I shot before from Canon, this is not chunky. It's probably the second biggest lens in the lineup in terms of weight behind the Olympus 300 f4. But this, I think, is a massively undersold lens. It is expensive, let's not make any bones about it. It retails for £2,000+ I didn't pay anywhere near that for mine. I did get mine new, but a couple of years ago there was some deals going after the photography show and I picked mine up for less than 50%. And actually that has completely skewed the used market, because this can be had for $899, including the 1.4 teleconverter, which I haven't brought with me today. But I will put a little lovely montage, B-roll, put B-roll, that's what I'll do, put B-roll. I'll put some B-roll of the teleconverters, the teleconverters, the 1.4 and the 2. Now the teleconverters are quite important with this lens. 200 2.8 is useful. It is a niche lens, let's not make any bones about it, it's quite niche. It's wildlife, nature. I use it for when I'm out and about in woods, so slightly darkened areas, or in cloudy times of the year, kind of the winter, autumn times, for that 2.8 aperture, effective focal length of 400mm, that to me is fine. Adding the teleconverter takes it to 280 f4, so you're kind of almost in the same ballpark as the Olympus, but the difference being, obviously the Olympus, with my EM1, you get the Sync IS, and you don't get that on the Olympus bodies, but you do on the Panasonic, so if you're using it with a new G9. So a body like the M1 or the G9, it's going to be a well-balanced lens. As I said, I've handheld it for 3 or 4 hours on a walk with no issues. As I said, I got this lens a few years ago on special. I've been looking for a long prime for a while for wildlife to kind of complement the 100 to 400. It comes with the 1.4 teleconverter, so you have that flexibility. You can also get the 2x teleconverter. That is a lot harder to get hold of. Usually it's on special. You might find it in stock some places, but not many. And I really liked it. I've used it a lot, and I find it to be incredibly sharp. I think if you look at something like lens tip, it's one of the sharpest lenses they've ever tested, and it really does the job. It really, really does. I really like it, and I can't believe that more people don't take it seriously, because the used market, which is where I would get it, I would not buy it new, is ridiculously suppressed. If you're getting this for $999 boxed with a teleconverter, that's a really good deal. Yeah, and the colour rendition, all that sort of stuff, lovely. The focusing, fast. My very quick reviews, but that's by the by. Things I don't particularly like, this hood is useful. I mean, it doubles the length of the, the hood is that, the lens is that, so the hood is basically the length of the lens. It's useful because it does protect it very well. Mine has started to take a bit of a downturn because I don't know if I mean, it's had a hard, the hood has had a hard life, but what I've found is that the hood won't lock on anymore, because it is all done on, if I just turn this, a thread, so it's not it doesn't click into place. You tighten it, and my engineering solution is a little bit of masking tape there, just to thicken the thread a bit of this. It's 77mm filter diameter, so all my filters, I've got the Kase Wolverine magnetic are 77mm, so everything will fit on here. It's got some quite nice function, it's got some quite nice utility, so it has the tripod foot, but that rotates all the way around, so you can set it as you want. So if it's on a tripod, you can turn it through portrait and landscape with no problem. It has the button on the side, the lens function button here. You can use that for a number of things. You can use it, you can preset it through your camera to do a function. Usually I would set it to something like AF, so I can start the AF without having to nudge the camera body. But it also has the ability to set a memory function, so you can either preset a focal length to return to, or you can preset various limits. And I found that to be really useful as well. So there are lots of things you can do with this that are very good. Is it better than the Olympus 300? Don't know, don't care. They're both really good lenses. If you can afford the Olympus, fine. Its second-hand prices hold up a lot more, but don't be sniffy about this. Even if you've got an Olympus body, this is a cracking lens. What I'll do now is I'll show you a few shots and a little bit of video. The video I took today of the woods, so you can kind of see its performance. The shots are from the couple of years that I've had it, and they're various different nature shots. That's what I really want to say about this lens. It's expensive. It's not really been widely tested, which is why I've done a test on it today. I've had it for a couple of years. It's never leaving my armoury, because although it's specialist and I don't use it every day, when I do need it, it usually turns up tops. So for that reason, it's staying. So thank you for watching. I hope you've had a lovely time looking at my face in a wood, surrounded by, I think they're yew trees. I'm going to say yew. There might be some laurel around here, and there's definitely some beech. I'm going to bugger off now and take some more photos. Mind you, the sun's just gone in, so the light that was catching all the wood and the leaves has buggered off for the second. So I'm going to play hunt light. So have a lovely time. I'll catch you soon. Be good. Bye for now.